What is going on, everyone? We are live. Let me know if you can hear me, guys. It is wonderful to be here on a night like this. I was doing a lot, had to break the crowd and come and hang out with the family. Hope you're doing well. Mic check. I think everything is okay. So, everyone, I'm going to try and keep it short tonight because there could not be a DXB live with Bitcoin being so close to the all-time highs. Please do let me know if you can hear me and we can begin our show. What's going on, Adam? Kareem, Chris in the building, Hamza in the building, all the legends in the building. You've held out for so long. And yeah, in the words of Bob Marley, don't worry about a thing. Because every little thing absolutely is going to be all right, guys. It's going to be all right. A lot of people are scared. And yeah, there we go. There we go, lads. How's everybody doing tonight? Loud and clear. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And guys, listen, we've suffered the most. Mario from Cyprus, great to have you, brother. Great to have you. My biggest concern has always been the health of the community. You got Max in the building, you got Muzz, my brother Muzz in the building, Loki, all the legends here, Adam as well. It's a good place to start. I think, look, at the end of the day, do we expect a dump? I have some theories, guys. I have some gameplay. I think we've got to be mature enough to understand where things are, but we also need to celebrate where we are. So I just want to congratulate everyone because this has been the shittest cup and handle known to mankind. We've suffered. We've been in this channel now for month. This is the monthly candle, by the way. Let's go to the daily. And things haven't actually been all that great for us. And the dominance, if you look at the USDT dominance, it's been tough, guys. But in the last 24 hours, there's been huge inflows to crypto. I did a video today saying that this is the typical pre-election pump. We get this in every cycle. It's happened in 2016. It's happened in 2020. And it's happening again. Now, so Bitcoin dominance right now, I did have it marked out as 60. Right here, it's actually at that. I'm expecting some more pain, albeit not pain, but I'm expecting this direction, potentially, or even potentially a little bit higher here, where Bitcoin dominance just goes up and up and up. But make no mistake, guys, I've always been saying this. We are in the bull market. What we're seeing now is nothing compared to what we're going to see. So in the since we're literally about to break, I mean, look at that. We've just literally touched the old all-time high wick here. We're going to clear this. We're going to clear this. The only question right now is what happens to altcoins. And if you look at historically election season, right? So if you go back to elections, I mean, look, over here, you've had a pre-election pump and then you had a slight correction, but nevertheless, Bitcoin went to do all-time high over there. Okay. So if we try and segregate this roughly to when elections happen, so you're probably looking at this pump here, this period that we're in right now, back in 2016. And you can then also look at 2020. You know, if you look at 2020's election, We've had obviously this period of a run up all the way to November's election. Now, what we need to understand is this is what I expect. And I want to be kind of maybe clear for the community, because sometimes it's just good to look ahead and not to be too distracted with what happens. So 2024 election. So if you look at this is what I'm expecting. We've got to look at the timeline of the US elections. And as a result, this will indicate what happens to our altcoins. So this was the most recent election. There was a pre-election pump. That's what we're seeing right now. There's been, in the last 70 days, I think something like, 300 billion has flown into Bitcoin. Then obviously you had the inauguration of the election. So this is what I'm expecting, right? 2021, January, around about January, and then blah blah blah. There's been several other events, but historically speaking, what happens is we pump into the election, and then what makes it really, really different this time, and I want to be very clear with this one, is the fact that we've got a pro-candidate crypto president and a slightly less pro-candidate crypto president. A president for business versus president that has obviously different regulation policies. We don't want to get into all of that. So here is and by the way, I mean, there's been articles out, for example, in terms of Trump's, for example, Trump's media company, Truth Social, is now valued at $8 billion. So what am I expecting? I'm expecting if Trump wins, we pump even more, and then we dump towards the inauguration. Okay. So that is a massive, massive pump, bigger than normal, bigger than any other election pump. And you're starting to see that now because the market is pricing it in. And then on the other hand, we will see if Harris wins, we may see the market sell off quite quickly. And then obviously the bull market continues. Either way, it doesn't even matter. For us, what matters is the cycle is intact. And whatever Satoshi did to program Bitcoin to this is why I think Satoshi is a group of people, in my opinion, because it's absolute genius programming everything into the global liquidity cycle. But we're not macro analysts, guys. And as a result, all we care about is alt season is going to be here sooner or later. This is a much needed pump. And with that in mind, you will start to see, and listen, if anything in your portfolio is lagging, or you don't feel like it's the one for you, fail fast and move on. All right. Cut the crap, cut the BS, buy winning altcoins, look for reactions into pumps. And it doesn't mean, by the way, for example, in that kind of same thinking, if you look at the top 100, for example, Neo Protocol, it's not pumping today. It doesn't mean Neo Protocol is not going to pump, right? Eventually it will. But look at SUI, up 18%, right? Real strength. It's actually leading the entire market. So have a look at your portfolios. Look at this. Look at some of the projects that you're attached to, and look how those projects are performing. Try to pick up your winners in every niche that you believe in. Most importantly, trade less and hold what you have with conviction. So in terms of gaming, for me, there are a few missing from here. Let me just start removing this one from this watch list. And let me actually, I mean, GFAL is not as high conviction anymore. I do have a lot of money in GFAL, but if you look at this, right, different reactions. However, what I'm looking for here is, let me just remove superverse as well. I want to be very, very precise with what I'm showing you here, what I'm sharing with you here. Now, is this everything that I hold? I will remove beam. But if we look at this as a cross section in terms of the gaming, Moontropica is not actually listed on here, but yeah, you add that one to the list, and then you've got OTK. I don't think OTK is here as well. But essentially, I want to go into the bull market with maximum 3 to 4 in the gaming niche. Okay. I want to go into the bull market with, depending on how much dry powder you have, these are all my layer ones. I believe these will absolutely, there'll be some winners that come out of this. And I'm going to remove Mantra from the list. Okay. So a basket of layer ones. Now let's start the conversation of Casper. Okay. Somebody wrote in the comments that Casper does completely the opposite of what the market does. And look, let's not make any mistake about this. Casper is not flying right now, but is it a good opportunity for those people? Just actually a good opportunity to hold it, especially if you got in late and not to make a loss. If you're in profit, you're absolutely free to do whatever you want to do with it, right? Like, for example, I'm sitting on a massive profit on this one, and my profit's been declining, but because I got in early, I can afford to maybe be less stressed about it. But Casper will come back. It's just at the moment, we know the factors affecting this. And if anyone tells you that they are certain about any of these cryptocurrencies, then obviously they don't know what they're talking about. And for that reason, I mean, this is my layer one basket of cryptos that I'm going to be going into the bull market with. So gaming, AI, and DeepIn. And there's a lot of DeepIn and AI tokens amongst the projects that I follow. But not all of these will obviously be in the portfolio. So for example, NMT, despite their token burn, I can safely remove that. ZKML, I can safely remove that from my watch list here. So yeah, there is a group of cryptos that I think in the DAI, AGI, AI tech has been sluggish, but it's pumped 4% today. And these will all move at different times. So there's no guarantee that all our projects are going to move at the same time. But guys, I've been saying this like a broken record. Number one, the bull market is here. We're not traders, right? Like a lot of the content out there in the media is basically, yeah, this one has gone up today 4%. That one's, man, it's too much to keep up with. Believe in your conviction, stick with it. And like for example, one of my bigger bags, based AI, been phenomenal today, and it won't be too long before it gets over $3. DAI has been doing really well, but had cooled off a little bit. And, you know, this is a great buying opportunity, still way under $100 million in market cap. You've got the likes of, you know, you've got the likes of AGI. AGI is always performing really well anytime there's a market pump. And of course, Tau has ripped incredibly hard. So it's only right that Tau actually relaxes a little bit, you know, slows down a little bit. But yeah, there you go, guys. Another good buying opportunity here. I think Cubic's still way undervalued, in my opinion, for a project that's the size of what it's trying to achieve. And that's it. My biggest narratives are AI. I think AI will do really well. RWA, I think you just need one exposure. You don't need to go absolutely insane into AI. And apart from that, guys, let's take some of your questions. I hope you are feeling more bullish. Guys, at the end of the day, if we wake up every morning and the first thing we do is we refresh that portfolio, honestly, it's inbuilt. It's so automatic. It's very difficult to get away from that mindset. But overall, every dollar you lose right now doing the wrong thing could mean $10 at the end of the bull market. So just be very careful. do your research properly, and go with conviction. Go with your conviction. Um, so Max said, being in crypto for a few years now, full-time trader investor, spend my days scouring X, YouTube, Telegram, Discord. Really enjoy your live streams. Fantastic, brother. I really love that. It's the hardest thing for me is actually keeping the group spirit up. That's always been, you know, that's always been the toughest. And you will understand that, bro. Like, to be honest, it's not an easy job, especially living and breathing crypto the way we do. But you are 100% correct in your in terms of like being in it all that time and actually noticing good things. So I really appreciate that, man. Much love. TGE on MXS game tomorrow. Check it out. Gaming Studio. Thank you, Mateus. We'll check it out definitely. And is there anyone holding parallel AI? We can talk about that a little bit as well. But yeah, let's have a look at MXS. The TGE is tomorrow. Ticket exceed, right? Yeah, let's go to their X page. Look, gaming studios, infrastructure plays, all of these will be quite nice to actually get into. It's actually on Avalanche as well, so that's a good shout. Thanks for sharing that one. Hopefully they'll probably debut on an exchange, Gate.io, and let's go share this. So ticker is Exceed. Mateus has kindly shared this, guys. TGE tomorrow, and it's going to be on Mexi Global, Gate.io. Watch out for that initial token sell-off. We can actually have a look at let me just bring up Crypto Rank. MXS IDO active till 30th. So let's share this page. Now, 15% of the tokens. So IDO price. So you always have to be, when you go and actually investigate this a little bit more, it's always good to have some of these metrics in hand if you want to get into this. So it's launching at the 0007. They're going to be selling this amount of tokens, about 15% at TGE. I mean, IDO, they've only raised like 150K plus 100. So it's a small raise, which is sometimes more favorable at these different offerings. So I probably suspect, depending on let's have a look at their Festin overview. Yeah, so we'll probably know more tomorrow, but yeah, 50 billion in terms of the overall number of tokens. And it's always good to, honestly, the best alpha normally comes from the live stream. So yeah, it'd be interesting what this is. Loading. What is that? Just quit the Discord. Discord's blowing up. There's people in the Discord messaging me. Anyway, thank you for that, Mateus. Abby said, can you look into TAR's protocol? So yes, I can. And I think I had TARS up in this list here. TARS AI. So 70 or 80 million in terms of market cap, had a nice pump to 15 cents. Bit of a cool off. I mean, listen, everyone and their grandmother is going to be promoting TARS AI because obviously it's linked to the Solana Foundation. I've heard that I think the bit of alpha here is their app might be shipping with the Solana phone. So if that's the case, I mean, it looks good. TARS AI, I mean, I just need to have confirmation that AI agents will be on the Solana phone, and I think that would be pretty bullish for them. If that's the case. But yeah, so far so good. I mean, they've done a very good job of influencer marketing. I think that's what's needed for most projects. I'm not critical of that. I mean, listen, somebody has to shill these things, you know. So it's very good. But everyone's actually talking about it, from really really big influencers to smaller guys. So yeah, it looks like it's ready to go. But I read somewhere that they've got the app shipping on the Solana phone, and I think that would be quite a bullish catalyst for this one. Yeah, very good. Thanks for that, bro. They had some big news this week. I think, yeah, I think that's what it was. What's pumping the hardest in your portfolio? Oh, interesting. Pumping the hardest. I mean, wow. Sui is always like, because of the dollar value in my portfolio, Sui is mental. It's absolutely mental. What else is pumping? Alephium is pumping. So Alf is doing madness. You've got, you know, even ZF is back. It's been pumping lately, but if we look at the 24-hour change, yeah, Alephium at 18%. Of course, Sui, Axelar. I did add XAI yesterday after the live stream. I put out a buy alert, and I think it's one that we need to talk about because of what happened. But when I put in the buy alert, I think it was around that 16 to 18 cents. I can't remember what it was. But excuse me, I've got a bit of a dry throat today. Sorry, guys. So XAI, as you can see here, it's literally down from its all-time high. And I was listening to some spaces in the last week. Look where it is. So I feel like this one could be manipulated by Binance to go mad, to absolute. You know, I like the founder. He was talking a lot of sense. I think this is a very quick and easy 4 to 10x. What do I mean by that? So all-time high is 69%. I mean, this really went to nearly $2. It's at 20 cents now, 21 cents. And from the all-time low, which was done on September the 7th, it's up 26%. But what I really like is the fact that they've got an ecosystem. And ecosystems in crypto are very important. So they've got very good backers and a very good ecosystem. The fact that they're the biggest project on Arbitrum, in my opinion, makes it very, very bullish. And the fact that Binance will manipulate this. So with this one, I just want to get that quick 4 to 10x, which I think it will achieve very, very quickly. And in terms of like, even in DeFi Llama, it has a TVL and an ecosystem. So yeah, that I've just added to that, and it literally is ripping in my portfolio. I'm not trying to get you to buy this 100%. You know, I have no reasons to do that, but I just think that it is it's easy money, relatively speaking, because of the narrative. It's an infrastructure. It's on Arbitrum. It's on Binance. It's got decent backers. It's been horribly decimated by sell-off and inflation. I think 50% of the tokens were airdropped to the community. So yeah, this has been doing well. Based AI has been ripping. Yeah, someone's talking about mint layer is up 10%. I mean, everything is up. Everything is up. So yeah, I can't really complain so far where we are. Tectum FC in the building. And Ziad said, what's my opinion of Radar, Ori, GTAI, and WellCoin? So the only one that's actually quite, I mean, WellCoin is gigantic anyway, in terms of market cap, in terms of, what they're trying to do. I think it's Sam Altman's project. So WellCoin always pumps. And I remember just doing some research months ago. This thing here is just ginormous. What is it? It's fully diluted 20 billion. So I wouldn't really touch it. I mean, does it pump? Yes, it does pump. And it does have big pumps for a big $1 billion cryptocurrency. So yeah, from that perspective, for me, the identity, what they're trying to do, I'm not really I'm not really into that. The one that I think the best one that you've got there is Ori. I think Ori has rebranded. I mean, they have actually repurposed their entire mission. It's fully diluted, going into its second cycle. So over here, it was kind of like what, just over $100 and did nothing. But if you look at what they've done in terms of their rebranding, in terms of what they're actually aiming the blockchain to do within the AI space, so AI blockchain for mass adoption, unique layer one. This is the better one. I think this will pump. Will it get to its all-time high? I think it has a very good chance of doing it because right now it's at pretty much the towards the bottom here. Look, you could have got this in the bear market for around $2, and then it had a pump. $6 has been where it's found the new bottom here, $5 to $6. So share this instead. Sorry, yeah, $5 to $6 here. So yeah, I expect another pump for this project. And then your last project is Radar. Let's just throw on Radar here as well. Dab Radar. 5 million. They do have inflation though. I mean, no one's going to really buy Dab Radar's token, in my opinion. Anyway, that's just honestly like, what's the point? You know, I know Dab Radar, and of course, you know how useful it is. I use it every day. Explore dabs, games. You know, what's the utility of the token? Yeah, I'd stay away from this one. I think and GTI is not, again, as an app, it's not really worth it. Not really worth it at all. Yeah, I haven't actually done specific price prediction for Alt, but Alt's good. And then Mario said, how about OGS like a Via being through the bull run, but not a fool with an AI narrative? I think you've just got to buy the more relevant AI projects. I think, in my opinion, if it doesn't have a a mainstream coverage, sometimes you do need, as much as we as much as we agree that influencing can be a little bit less honest. I think you need the hype, you need the marketing, you need the money flow. So yeah, I mean, I'd stay away from those ones. CGPU, layer one project, cloud GPU review. Yeah, look, there's plenty of cloud GPU projects. Again, without looking for a micro cap or something that's not really. So this is it, right? Already $100 million market cap. But look at the chart, right? If there's ever a scam in crypto, it's this. This is horrendous. Stay away. There's no reason to buy something like that at all, unless obviously you've been profiting from this. $10, 100 million in valuation, 59K in volume. Disastrous. No one cares for that one. Yeah, save your money, brother. Am I bullish? I'm incredibly bullish. I just talked about that at the beginning of the video. So yeah, I'm very bullish, brother. My brother B tweets, I hope you're well. Hope you are well. We don't make a Pokemon collection, bro. Make your decision and hold it. Facts. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Like, listen, you buy a cryptocurrency, like, honestly, historically, everything that I've ever lost is stuff that I prematurely traded. That's always going to happen. Like, you buy something, you got to hold it with conviction. And, when I've got a list of, let's say, for example, AI tokens, and, hundreds of hours will go into these, and, these will obviously drop off are consistently off the list. You know, if something's not gonna cut it for me in my portfolio, I don't have any issues of cutting it. But that's why there is a balance between gem hunting and making money in the cycle. So yeah, just be ruthless, absolute ruthless. Facts. Let me see, where am I? Mario said thoughts on Viet. It's okay. Nothing too crazy. Uh Bro said thoughts on yeah, the strongest RWA token. I mean, Solana as an ecosystem is gonna go nuts. Just like Sui, guys. So yeah, 100%, bro. You mentioned having one RWA pick. Which one would you? So let me just clarify that. So you can actually trade RWA tokens, but they've got to go back into a pot. This is a strategy that really works, and I always found, like, for example, I can afford to have 4 solid AI projects. I can also afford to have maybe 3 to 4 solid gaming projects, right? With RWA, comparing the on-chain data, it actually outperformed AI, which is quite shocking as a narrative. But what I would say is, for example, I have, for example, Ondo, and I'm going to trade Ondo, but the one that I'm going to hold long term throughout the whole cycle is XLR. So, you know, it is an RWA project, and in my opinion, I think this will have, because it's a smaller market cap, I can actually dump money back into that. So I will have that sustainability in terms of holding this as a narrative into the cycle. But that's my plan. I'm planning to trade some. I don't really think as a narrative, like, there's, just imagine if you get, like, say 3 or 4 RWA projects. You know, you can go the old route. You can do the micro cap. You can do the layer one. You can do the big cap. Sorry, but if you look here, this is kind of like a decent size with a room to the upside. So the way I want to ride this for the rest of the bull market is, if I have a decent trade and this is still relatively low, and I know it's going to grind up because this is a fairly good project that has actually been very profitable for me so far. And a lot of the RWA projects are using XLR infrastructure. So this is what I call a multi-cycle coin. Next bear market, I'm going to come in with 10 on the list that will be, like, apart from obviously the new stuff, you know, that whatever projects that, but there will be 10 projects that will go into my next bull market post this. And what I love about this is most of your, you know, RWA projects are actually running on XLR technology, which is ridiculous. Just to imagine, like, something like this on a multi-cycle basis could actually set you free. You could actually beat the matrix with this, because I think with Coinbase behind this, it's going to be nuts. So I guess you're not asking me holding one project. You're asking me what my game plan is. My game plan is to make sure that I have something that I can grow within the RWA space. So XLR gives me that, but it also gives me the, you know, the idea of the enterprise. So there's enterprise customers using this already as we speak in Web2, in the real world. And then you've just got the future of crypto here as cross chain. So everyone's building on XLR. They're very close to Coinbase. They're competitors of Wormhole and Layer Zero. And that's where the battle is, right? So Binance and kind of Layer Zero, Coinbase and XLR, even though they both kind of invested into the project. But yeah, they've kind of rebranded into an RWA play as well. So when you look at the likes of OM, when you look at Ondo, I mean, Ondo really focuses on the USDY, but this one is cross-chain first, but then it's got the RWA narrative. So that's what I'm hoping to do, brother. Yo, Yeti in the building. Big shout out, bro. I just saw your comment. We didn't see you in the Discord. I hope all is well, brother. What is your top favorite AI coins below 80 million market cap? Excellent question. So let's go to my favorite AI projects. And I did actually, I was going to throw parallel in there, but it's not on here yet, but I will show you. So 80 million. So that's very specific. Normally I would say below 100 million. I think that makes more sense, or below 50 million. But below 80 million is very, very specific. If I have to give you below 100 million, which I think is the right way to approach that question, I would say definitely DAI. I would say based AI for sure. It's way below 100 million. It's 5 million below 100 million. So it's nearly on the higher end, but it's still nevertheless very small. AI tech has crossed that. I think it's, just under it. But I would probably say out of the rest, if you have to push me, probably give you that price. I'll probably give you parallel AI. I'll give you PAI because I think PAI has not really hit the ground running from from Alex Becker shilling it. And it looks like a very, very good AI project. Mexi listing, 40 million in market cap, had a crazy day today. I mean, this grew by 33%. I haven't actually done a buy alert for this, but something that's fully diluted, very, very good. Developing a very good website, splash computation times by up to 20x for developers. So they've got like a clear plan. They've got some partnerships and integrations already on an exchange listing. So yeah, this would be my dark horse kind of like small cap AI project that I haven't bought yet, but that I would buy. Am I missing anything from here? Okay, let's go down. Yo, Zealous is pumping. Man. Who's the only guy with balls that can come up here and say, buy this micro cat? Big up to Zell. I mean, I haven't seen how hard it's pumping today, but it's certainly pumping. It's in my Mexi account. Zell is the ticker. Yeah, up 12%. Still very, very small. Only $5 million in market cap. So it does carry some government health warning, or it should do anyway. But for those of you that don't know, I wonder if some of the Casper money is starting to flow into ALF, into other proof of work cryptos. That could also be a case. But yeah, nice one, bro. Forward coin, yeah, that one's heavily up and down. SARP, what else? No code AI microcap coin. Yeah, I've owned it. I've traded it. I've done buy alerts on it, and yeah, when it pumps 30%. When it dumps 30%. So very, very small. But yeah, I know which one you're talking about. I think it was a KuCoin launch. Ethan, what up, fam? How are you, bro? Green Candle Mandus today. Sui is just going nuts, bro. Back up from our buy price. So, guys, honestly, I was committed to finding good entries for the community on Sui. And I remember staying up the night when the war started, when the airstrike happened in Iran, and the prices just tanked. And I was like, buy alerts, buy alerts. But yeah, buy any dips, man. We will get like small opportunities again. But overall, the bull market is here, lads. Eddie, what's going on, brother? Do you think it's better to sell gaming tokens for AI tokens for the cycle? What is your 5 best AI picks in terms of potential returns? Love your channel and thank you for everything you do. Much appreciated. Beautiful words. So my top 5 AI projects are very, very simple. And I can actually show you, I can break it down to 5 here. So let's just remove some of these large caps. let's go. Let's actually do this right now. Let's bring up our next single guy. Let's pop these balloons, man. Node AI, Zero Labs. Let's cut it down. Let's go. Let's get down to business here. Let me remove some of these deep in ones from here. I'm going to go strictly what I consider to be AI projects. Some of these will have elements of AI, but I'm talking about AI projects. Let's get rid of this one. Currency of Tau. Get out of here. Get out. Look. Tau. Cubic. Pal. If I was to go into the bull market right now, me personally speaking, let me get rid of TARS because I don't own it. Let me get rid of PAL because I don't own it. And the reason why I own these is because I have more conviction in them. The entry was good. So there's multiple different factors. So don't be offended if your project disappears from that list. So we have Zero Labs, Based AI, AI Tech, Delicium, Cubic, and Tau. Okay. So one's got to go from that list as of now. And look at listen, Tau is at 3.8 billion. Sui is at nearly 6 billion, right? So from a market cap perspective alone, I would go just remove Tau. Tau is still, for many people, Tau is a very good 10x, in my opinion. 7 to 10x, no worries. And I think Tau should be in everyone's bear market hit list. Having said that, I've got the next Tau in Based AI and Zero Labs. And then I've got the viral AI aspect of AI Tech. I think AI Tech will be marketed. AI Tech is a great project. I think it will just get back up once they start pushing and the token burns increase. Then you've got AGI. Well, big influencers have started to cop more AGI. AGI reacts to every dip. I can see it being strong for the rest of the bull market. If anything, you can actually milk a very good 10x to about 15, 20x tops from that. Then, of course, you've got Cubic. Now, it's difficult between TARS and Cubic, but with Cubic, what I'm actually buying is just a promised land. Like, I'm not buying anything that I've seen in terms of I can defend in terms of price action. Because sometimes people are jokers. They'll tell you, oh, they love the technology. No, we love the price action. And it means when the price goes into a ridiculously overbought situation here, when the price is just, let me just show you. So when the price is actually here and it's ridiculously overbought, sorry guys, I haven't even displayed the page that I was showing you because I got to keep switching it. So here's the list, right? So I chopped down the whole of my AI. But what you notice here, so if you look at this, by pure returns, guys, you've got to be cold. I've removed every single deepin project from that list. So this is pure AI. And this would be, if you ask me for conviction, well, by performance, we can't argue in the last month, Zero Labs is up 100%. Facts. So they must be doing something right. Based AI has given you the promise of taking on Tau. And I think Based AI will be huge. There's VCs paying attention to it. It's literally being talked about by really, really, big influencers. They brought in venture capitalists. They are launching the mainnet. Yes. So this is how I would line up. Now, does that mean, like, for example, things like Parallel AI or Taos AI wouldn't actually make it to my top list? Absolutely not. But if you told me to take five into the battle today on the Eastern Front, that would be my five. So this would be basically the Brazil's front five in the 2002 World Cup. You've got Ronaldo, Rivaldo, you've got Ronaldinho. That's all you need, man. That's all you need. But guys, it's very clear. Based AI and I think Zero Labs are towards the more Potenza side. And then you've got general purpose AI. You've actually got AI agents. You've got a layer one gasless AI. So that's a good way to approach that. I think that's a banging list in my opinion. And we can further refine that as well to like top three and stuff like that. Casper is an outlaw. It already has 30 playable games on the AVAX. Yeah, Nanny, very very good. Like I'm looking forward to AVAX season. Yeah, Sharp is decent. Sharp is decent. Yeah, we looked at that. Boom boom. Searching for an RW which is below $20 million market cap. Yeah, it's going to be difficult. I mean, there's a lot of RWA tokens, but to back one, it's difficult. Like the way I explained it, like my strategy is to have a winning horse in the sector, at least have a say in the sector, and not to go insanely all out on one narrative. In my opinion, I think you got to be slightly more multi-narrative in terms of maybe a layer one RWA with a bit more to offer, or an RWA DeFi project. Like the rebranding of Pendle was genius. But let me just see if I can look at some of the older RWA projects that I was tracking. RWA, where are you? Gaming, ZK, SUI ecosystem. Base is another interesting one. Share this with you. Where is my list? All right, so this is Bitcoin. I'm kind of fed up with me tonight. Lads, are we smashing the like? So there you go. If you look at this RWA list, what is Parcel? 39 million. You've got Prop Chain, SMT, Polytrade. You've actually got a good list here. Soil has actually jumped quite nicely. Very, very small in market cap, 10 million. I mean, the Relio market cap is false over there. And yeah, I would only consider those, to be honest. I mean, it's incredible how much, how some of these, but if you look at how much they've come down, but if you look at the likes of Parcel here, I mean, talk about showing performance, up 20%, 24%, prop base, 24%. Again, not too far from the kind of market caps you're looking at. So yeah, that's a good list. A good cross section, bro. Yeah, look, Top G. It's hard to say for some of the small layer ones. I don't want to cloud my answer because I hold it. I have to be very fair and very honest. That's a very good question. The answer to that question is we don't know, and it's very difficult to know all of these micro caps that we buy, whether they'll perform so well that, of course, they've got to survive the bear market, and then they've got to be multi-cycle. There's got to be elements that make it multi-cycle. It's got to make the community money. What I would consider as a multi-cycle opportunity is the likes of Chainlink, Bitensa Tau, Sui. Um, I would consider those as near protocol, because those will not disappear after this cycle at all. They're not going to disappear. So when we want multi-cycle, what we want is to play. I was here the night when Solana went to like $8.50. It was incredible. It was an incredible opportunity. I bought the dip, not bought enough, and while I was holding it to my disadvantage, I mean, a lot of people were saying that Solana at the time was going to go back, and of course there was the whole SBF situation. So the bear market's going to be incredible opportunity, and there's going to be kind of like these opportunities that come once every 4 years, and that's where the real money's made. When you go into a bear market with full set of data, then you go back and act on it. But yeah, very early to say that for Alf. Why do you think Boehm has been so stable for the longest? It's weird. It's like a stable coin. Yeah, Investor Squad. Look, Boehm, I believe, from the onset was actually manipulated. So when you see that level of stability, it means that no one's selling it, really. I mean, to impact the chart. And if you remember, it was one of the fastest projects in crypto, including meme coins, to actually hit $1 billion. That thing was insane. So yeah, I can only say that maybe because it's just being held right now, not doing a lot. Times is slowly leaving the station, so will be obvious winner. Yes, Jaro, totally agree with you, bro. And I do like the game. I don't like the chart, but the game. Yo, Nas and John. Cardano, mentioned next to Axelar. Blasphemous, bro. Yeah, XAI is good. It's been pumping for me today. And yeah, can't complain. Opinion about Ort, Fit, and Massa coin. Well, Massa is an interesting one. The inflation was kind of like against it. I'm not too familiar with Fit, and Ort is decent, even though the price is lagging. Could you give us a new RWA coin suggestion? Yeah, definitely, Najib. Yeah, look up prop base. I think the RWAs that I've got displayed here, you've got Parcel as well. I'm actually liking what I'm seeing in terms of market reaction of Parcel. But if you're looking for a smaller micro caps, a lot of influencers now talking about Clearpool, which is over 100 million in terms of market cap. And I do feel like they're going to pump this. They are going to pump this. You got the likes of Miles Deutscher and Crypto Banter, and a lot of these guys now starting to really, really push this. So this is what, 165 million in market cap already. I remember doing absolutely nothing. I mean, you wouldn't buy that chart if I didn't know this project, and you brought it to my attention. I'll tell you, man, do something with your life. But they're paying big influencers to start shilling this. So has pumped, but I wouldn't go for that. I would go for, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, Parcel does seem very attractive after this little movement here. And it's still only, yes, it has inflation, but sometimes you got to look at in a full swing bull market, some things don't really matter. So yeah, prop base as well. Looks good. My favorite one below 100 million is Dusk. And it's not pumping because the layer one mainnet is not launched yet. It was delayed. But Dusk is kind of like the dark horse, in my opinion, in this whole entire list. And you can see here, where is it? 90, yeah. So 84 million, fully diluted. But yeah, you got some decent tokens in there. Check out a new unique project, ChainNet, ticker CNET. Yeah, let's have a look at that. CNET. I'll do a few more. So gotta take my little one to school tomorrow morning. $1 million in market cap. It is, what category is this at? ChainNet Cloud. Blockchain, how to access Explorer pages, hosting, no ads. Host access Explorer web pages. Oh, is it too niche? Potentially. Future of browsing. I mean, this is a bit too niche. I mean, the market cap, if I have to pick something, is very attractive, very small, risky, and it just looks like it's one of these on-chain hosting. Okay, seamless and ad-free browsing, integrated AI power, leverage Tau powered AI to search and access decentralized. Now, is it a subnet? Would be my first question. Secure and private, no KYC, and no reference to the team. So I'm always cautious with these projects, these launched AI. Imagine now, when I see the 5% tax, I'm actually a little bit more encouraged. When I see that it used to be a no buy zone for me, but I'm actually open to that slightly. That makes it a little bit more fair launch. You understand why they will have a tax. Integration of decentralized search power like BitTensor and zkML, allowing users to search for. Only thing about this for me is it's just way too unproven, too small. 1 million fully diluted, up 40% today. Of course, you'll always be on Uniswap, but it's up significantly today. But yeah. I think in terms of momentum, SolSex beats it. In terms of sheer degen opportunity to the upside, I think the what do you call ZK hasn't moved yet. Has not moved at all. So yeah, it's had a nice pump. Sorry, ZF. There hasn't been a ZK narrative. I think this is probably right now, this is the better buy because it's the smaller coin. But I have taken a portion of my ZF and I did put that into SolSex. And then what I've done is I bought some more ZF recently, but just a little bit amount, like, something like, I don't know, $1,500. And I got a decent amount of tokens. So yeah, send it straight back to staking. But what I do like about this, it does have an ecosystem, guys, and it's got a nice TVL. That's ZF. And of course, SolSex is a DEX, centralized DEX. Top AI and Deepin gaming RWA coins 10 to 15x. Yeah, I think I gave that already. Here's my top AI projects. You'll get a lot more than 10, 15x. I've just removed the Deepin ones, but I do like several Deepin projects. I think Aether is a dark horse there because it's not pumping and the checker notes are just dumping inflation on it. It's more of a passive one. So that one has very slow growth. But yeah, I do like a few of those GPUs, well, Node AI. Thoughts on Fala? Fala is good, actually. Fala is underrated and under the radar. Technology is decent. And if you look at the market cap, still below 100 million. And you can see here, the chart came down, of course. It's almost now fully diluted. Trading volume is very healthy. And of course, 759 million out of the billion are in circulation. Yeah, Fala is decent. I don't, of course, own it, but it will have a good bull run, I think. Yeah, it's a very good project. And of course, it's got decent listings as well. You look at the markets. Whenever you see Binance in a bull market, run hard towards it. It's where the money's going to be. Yes, Moonwell's still pumping. Wow, it's pumping, man. Moonwell is Moonwell. I mean, also look at Seamless Finance on base hasn't moved at all. I think that's where the opportunity is. But well is, yeah, under 10 cents, 240 million. Sorry, 279 million. Corrected slightly, but look at that. Yo, the major middle finger candles out. The one that I would be interesting, guys, not financial advice, of course, is this one here. This one, you look at this chart right now, and these are the kind of opportunities that you need to look at. 28 million, 107 fully diluted, 1 million in volume. And guess what? It is on base. It's listed on Coinbase, and it is obviously, I think it will be a mover here in the not too distant future. I think this one is solid. DeFi borrowing on autopilot makes it very easy for the normies on base to be able to actually do DeFi. Automate your DeFi growth strategy, auto compounding. I think this will all be interesting very soon. And not your average lending protocol. I think this on base has to be watched. Everyone that's kind of running to Moonwell is missing the train. More often than not, opportunities are where things are quiet, and I think Seamless Finance has pretty much come towards the bottom. And I think this is a decent project. I really do. Let me just share this. Yeah, Seam should be on everyone's watch list because DeFi is going to be big on base. Duck the duck, Mario. Yeah, Neural is fantastic. I do hold Neural. Can you check out Dusk? Yeah, just talked about it, bro. Big backers, Binance listing, absolutely. Layer 1, mainnet launching. Yep. How's Ionet? Fundamentally very strong with good backers. And yeah, I think Ionet does 10x. Very, very good. And it's on Solana as well. Big facts. I've just written a piece in the Discord and the Patreon about Ionet and against Aether. Which one will you choose for 15x? I think we've got too many 15x projects. You can just pick up a gaming project like Heroes of Marvia and go for 50x. Why go for 10x, bro? Which one of these would do Fowler, DAI? Oh, they'll all do that. Light work, absolute light work. Those are all and again, 10x is a very good point in considering either some exits or taking major profits. It's a very, very good price level. Art Block, a good ABT. Yeah, if you were buying it back in February 2023, it was, yeah. But if anyone's shilling you Art Block now, forget it. Money's been made. Wonder what you boy crypto. Wonder what you boy crypto galaxy. What's your? I wonder what your boy crypto galaxy is. Sorry, you boy. I didn't even see it was K. Yeah, no, he was just saying like Casper to $50. I think he's keeping my bag alive. That's why I like him. Problem with Under is that we'll sell it in January and don't know if it can hit multiples. Yeah, definitely. You got to trade it. You got to trade it. 100%, bro. Bull Run said, yeah, fundamentally stronger. I think the smart contracts give it an edge because if you think about it, it's actually got more subnets, which is the language people understand. Sometimes people don't understand the brains. And the sheer upside here is absolutely scary, guys. The opportunity for based AI The white paper was published by Cornell University. This thing is a scientifically sound project. Now, the recent pump is nothing. When this was at $2, dipping just under $2, I was like, guys, buy this now, buy this now. And since then, it's actually been one of the best performing projects in the entire space. Really, really big project. And only a matter of time before the team kind of ducks themselves. Only a matter of time before, this gets all the big KOLs and starts printing. And there is no stronger narrative. I mean, guys, even if we take the meme out of it, the ecosystem also has a token or something called B credit, which is very important to understand because based AI credits that are redeemed for brains, and they also burn Pepe coins. This thing, once we see the website up and running, you're absolutely going to see the FOMO because right now they give you like snippets of what they're going to really, really achieve. So you don't really get to see, you just see based labs. You're only seeing kind of like, there's a lot of clues in this. There's a lot that's going to come out of this, guys. I mean, just to talk about tech alone, like bro is saying, the ZK LLMs is one thing, the smart contracts is another thing, the AI agents, the bots, the optimizer, there's just so many different facets. And especially, we're in an era where, especially in a cycle where I think AI is going to have a super cycle. All that meme super cycle nonsense, that's just the casino. Retail's already here, guys. Retail's already in the building. Did I miss your comments on Kutoshi? I'll go back to it. I'm hoping for 20x Alf. 100%. You're going to get more than that. You're going to get more than that. We'll be selling Alf near the top this cycle, not holding that for 90%. Yeah, definitely. We've got to get out. We've definitely got to get out. The sooner we take profits, the better. I have a gut feeling about Alephian being picked up by BlackRock, possibly. And if you think about, honestly, like consider the money flow right now that could be happening between, Casper and Alf as well. The communities are very close. Yeah, big boy projects, especially PAI, and I think Coffee is the dark horse there. Holding multi-cut, yeah, not holding. I think you got to buy back. Sorry, when I say multi-cycle coins, is sell everything before the top, buy everything back. Bought that soul dip too. You degen. That was an infamous night. Absolutely. Do you think Metaverse will come back, revived by 2030? I think it really depends on what they launch and mainstream adoption. Obviously, we failed with like all of the virtual realities. Now you can get the Apple virtual glasses and all of this, but there's going to be a breakthrough in that technology to be able to make it mainstream again. Sold for Alf, 100%. Yeah, a lot of people are doing that, bro. Matt Furies, Draghi, yeah, all of those meme coins must be nuts. Do you expect MAGA, other political memes to crash on election? I think if Trump wins, they will go nuts. I think inauguration will probably be the date for those, expiration date, right? So they'll come back into the inauguration, pump again, and then after that, nobody really cares what they are. Naka, XAI, and Mavi are good for 10 to 20x in the gaming sector. Solid list, yes. Absolutely. Especially, I'm 100%, like, I'm really sure about Mavi going nuts. Jara said, please check NRN, AI Arena, AI gaming platform, mini games, and can train AI models. Anything that can train AI is sexy, my friend. Let's have a look. What's it called? NRN. Neuron, right? Up 5%, 5 million, 55 fully diluted. So they got very low float. So 100 million, obviously, 9x dilution here. It's ooh, bad tokenomics. Of course, we got to look at their entire tokenomic structure, but off the bat, it just looks like some horrible. Stop looking at me, man. Where's the website? Now, skip this one, bro. Very not to the standard I like. So yeah, lads, listen. There's a lot more questions down there, but yeah, cost in the building. It's really gaming, guys. Listen, lots of love. I think we have done an hour 10 minutes because I want to keep it short. I've got to take my princess to school tomorrow. But listen, we'll do another live stream tomorrow to pump our coins. Where is the jazz background, guys? You can't hear the music. Let me see if I can bring them. Let's go. Yeah, I don't think you can hear the music. I don't know. I'm not good with technology. I'll bring it next time. Good night, guys. Anyway, God bless you all. Yeah, this one's an interesting one. I'm very disappointed right now. Been going down. Look, we can't sugarcoat these microcaps, bro. Before I go, let me give you some clarity on this one because I think you deserve some answers here, Richard. So look, there's a couple of things wrong there. One, I wouldn't put too much hope and hype into what influencers say about a particular microcap. This is very important because they'll tell you, they'll get in at 5 zeros here. Look, all the influencers loaded this up back in August 2023. This is when they did the initial push. This is when a lot of people got. Then it pumped. They made life-changing money. They still hold millions of tokens. You've got to understand that. But where it is right now, in a way, it's a blessing for you to add to the bag a little bit. I mean, if you held it from here, it's a problem. If you held it from here, you are in deep trouble. Really, really deep trouble. But I think this one will do well because it's such a small micro cap. Look, 10 million, less than 10 million. So yeah, just be patient with it. I think it's always a good idea to kind of look at this and say, look, I'm going to forget about this and let it pump. All right. Got a load of yeah, cool. Guys, I've got to go really, but it's been amazing. Thank you so much. I'll definitely catch you on the next one. It's been a great show. On your way out, please smash the like. There's 84 of you in here. And just remember, every dollar you mess up could be $10, $20 for you in the bull market. So if you're going to change positions or trade, do it very carefully, do it with consideration, and make sure whatever you decide is something that you're going to hold till the rest of the market. God bless you all, guys. Have a wonderful night. Cheers.